Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel. How are you today? Did you eat anything good today? Or are you currently surviving on caffeine and bad decisions? Today, I want to tell you a very strange little story from an ancient country. And honestly, this story feels exactly like the internet. You'll see why in a minute. So, let's begin. There was a man named Zhang Zhu. I will call him John. One day, he was working in the fields. Normal day. Nothing magical. No thunder. No glowing sky. Just farming. While working, he found a small plum pit on the ground. He picked it up, looked around, and was about to throw it away. But then he noticed something nearby. A hollow mulberry tree. The inside of the tree trunk had collected some soil. Basically, nature accidentally made a flower pot. And John thought, why not? So he casually planted the plum pit inside the tree. Then he poured his leftover drinking water on it. Not holy water, not magic water, just the last sip from his water bottle. Then he walked away. And after that, he left town for a long trip. End of story? No. This is where things get weird. Later, people passing by noticed a tiny plum tree growing inside the hollow mulberry tree. And naturally, people started talking because humans absolutely love turning random things into mysteries. Then, one day, a man with an eye disease came to the tree. He knelt under the shade and prayed, "Lord Plum Tree, please heal my eyes, and if you do so, I will offer you a pig." First of all, imagine being a tree and suddenly somebody owes you livestock. But here's the strange part. Later, the man's eyes slowly got better. The pain faded. Eventually, he could see clearly again. Now, maybe his illness was already healing naturally. Maybe resting in the shade helped. Maybe it was coincidence. But people heard the story and immediately went, "Nope, definitely magic." And once that rumor starts, it spread fast. Soon, the story became the sacred little plum tree cured the blind man. Not eye pain, not irritation, no. By the end, this tree was absolutely running a supernatural hospital. People started arriving in groups. They brought food, wine, offerings, and sacrifices. The place became crowded. The little tree was now a celebrity. And honestly, this is getting dangerous because once people believe something, facts become optional. So, before this tiny tree gets its own religion, Let's pause here for a moment and play a little game. Just one small video game break. And while we play, think about this. How many things in life became truths simply because enough people repeated them? I'll be right back to finish the story.
Hey everyone, Gunbird.
Okay. What? Oh, boss coming? Yeah. Wait for me. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Game over. Alright, I'm back. Where were we? Oh, right. The tiny plum tree was now famous. People kept visiting. Offerings piled up. Like a festival market. Wine, meat, prayers. All for a random tree a farmer planted by accident. And then, more than a year later, John finally returned home. He walked back into town, looked around, and probably thinking, why are there crowds around my tree? He saw people worshiping, praying, making offerings, treating the little plum tree like a god. and John was shocked. He said, "What are you people doing? This is just the plum tree I planted casually. There's no God here." Then, without ceremony, without debate, without writing a 40-page explanation online, he picked up an axe and chopped the tree down. Story over. What I love about this story is how modern it feels. One small coincidence happens. Someone tells a story. Another person exaggerates it. Then more people repeat it. And eventually, the story becomes bigger than reality itself. Nobody stopped to ask, "Wait, how did this even start?" And honestly, humans still do this constantly. Rumors, trends, internet myths, fake gurus, magic heals tricks. Sometimes, people don't believe things because they are true. They believe them because everybody else already does. And once enough people gather around something, it starts feeling sacred, even if it began with a guy tossing a seed into a tree hole.
Okay, let's wrap this up with the Japanese kanji. Belief, a powerful thing, strong enough to heal people, and sometimes strong enough to fool people too. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe. さよなら。またね。